to a disco. You never even get me out of go.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, you got it. You got it. This man doesn't already smoke. Come on, look. That's what you do, man.
Have you ever faced a moment when everyone around you seems to be doing something wrong and you're the only one who feels unsure? For example, the first video I showed you before, where there's a student who is getting forced by his friends to smoke. Well, that phenomena is called peer pressure. That's heavy feeling that pull to go along with the crowd even if it doesn't feel right. Hello everyone, my name is Flavio Kamajaya and today I'm going to tell you an experience that I had related to this case, which is peer pressure, and I had this experience when I was in junior high school. And for me, that moment came just before the day of the exam of the year. The classroom was buzzing with whispers and secret plans. Some students were talking about cheating, as if it the only way to succeed. Being nervous and confused. Should I join them, or should I stand alone and refuse? My mind raced, caught between the fear of losing friends and the desire to do what was right. When it was night time in my house, it was a night filled with uncertainty, and a night that would test everything I believed in. I have always tried to do my best in school without cheating. Studying hard and honest were important to me, but this time, the pressure felt different. It didn't come from my parents or teachers, but from my own friends. Who was the one pushing me the hardest? He said, "Come on, Mike, everyone is doing it. Just copy the answers, don't be a tryhard." I felt torn between wanting to fit in and knowing what was right. And at home, I tried to prepare for the exam by going over my notes, but Ian's words kept echoing in my head. It seemed like cheating was the shortcut everyone was taking. I worried about what would happen if I refused. I was also scared that I would get a low score. Would Ian and the others still consider me their friend? I wanted to belong, but I also wanted to keep my integrity. And that night at my house, I lay awake, wondering what the next day would bring, trembling over the choice that I had to make. The morning of the exam arrived faster than expected. My palms were sweaty as I sat at my desk, clutching my pencil. Around me, the room buzzed with nervous energy and secret exchanges. Some students sneaked glances at the cheat sheets hidden under their desk. Others passed tiny notes quickly from hand to hand, hoping the teacher wouldn't notice. Suddenly, I felt a nudge on my shoulder. It was Ian, whispering in my ear, "Mike, just take the paper. You're gonna pass with this." He smiled, trying to convince me. I froze for a moment. The temptation was real, and my heart raced. But then I remembered all the hard work I had done over the past few days. I knew this was the make or break moment. It was time to stand up for myself. Taking a deep breath, I looked Ian in the eye and said firmly, "Nah, I won't cheat. I'll not do it." My voice was steady, even though my heart was pounding. He looked surprised and frowned, clearly not expecting for me to say no. But I didn't back down. I focused on my own exam, answering each question honestly. Even though I felt nervous, I was proud of myself for making that choice. And when the test results came back, I had passed with a good score of a 90. It was a relief and a victory all at once. I knew I had earned it without cheating. Well, at first, some of my friends acted distance. They didn't understand why I wouldn't join them. But over time, they began to respect me for standing firm. I realized that true friends won't pressure you to do something wrong or when judge you for doing right. They support you no matter what. Standing up to peer pressure was not easy, but it made me stronger and more confident in who I am. And from that experience, I learned an important lesson. Being being true to myself, it's more valuable than trying to fit in with the crowd. Peer pressure will always be there, but courage to say no is what defines us. And now, whenever I face difficult choices, I remember what moment and the strength it gave me to choose what is right and the courage to say no. That is all from my experience about peer pressure, which is about cheating. And my last words for this video is don't be scared to say no. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.